Hello everyone, I'm back again with another very interesting topic for all of you. And the topic for today's video is how to bring out the best in others. Now, before we begin, let me explain what do we mean by how to bring out the best in others. By bringing out the best in others, I mean how to bring their potential, how to make them acknowledge their own abilities whenever they're around you. All right, so now let's get on with the topic. So, the first primary thing that we all need to do to bring out the best in others is actively listening, supportive listening, or you can also call it empathetic listening. By active listening, I mean not just that you're looking into the person's eyes, it also means that you do not interrupt the speaker. Let the person completely say their heart out. Do not interrupt the flow of emotions or the cascade of emotions by asking in or pitching in something that you feel are urgent, which aren't. Also, while listening, you must lean in your head a little bit so that you look quite engrossed and completely in with the speaker. This is very, very important. Also, what you could ask at the end when the speaker has finished to share is things like you can say, of course, I understand it has been very hard for you. The time has been really tough lately. How are you doing now? How are you placed now? What are your coping up strategies? Now, all these questions and whatever you've empathized with the speaker will help the speaker think about the strategies, even if the speaker was not thinking before you asked. So these are some essentials of actively listening that you must do whenever somebody is pouring their heart out or is sharing anything important, right? Number two is appreciation, or I should maybe call it genuine appreciation or specific appreciation. So whenever you feel somebody is, done something which is to be complimented about, which has made a difference to you or that person's life, or was somebody who's struggling with the challenge has been able to make a breakthrough, you must compliment that person at that time. That is the right time. So the appreciation has to be real. That means there has to be some shift, some change that person or you or the entire situation has undergone. Also, it has to be specific. By specific, I mean tell that person exactly what is it that you are complimenting them about. This is also a cue for the person to move ahead in the same direction. So you could compliment or appreciate people like, that was really thoughtful and kind of you to get me dinner, knowing that I'll be late from office. You could also tell people, your interview was really funny and relatable. It was very entertaining, right? You can also tell people things like, you were wise and dignified in your behavior, even though the others meant harm for you. All right, so you need to be specific like the adjectives I've told you and detail on it exactly what you have liked so that the appreciation really helps people around. Number three, you need to believe in people's abilities and also make them believe in their own potential. Now, how do you do that? Many a times people are entangled in small little worries, or they're nervous about things that have not happened or are going to happen or have happened in the past, so they're all mostly all the time engrossed. Now, how do you make them believe in their potential? Is you remind them of their strengths. Every now and then we tend to forget it, so make them revisit their strengths. So how could you do that? You could say things like, if somebody's worried about organizing an event at their house or at their office, you could say, I remember you organizing an event for your last office. That was really impeccable. There was so much of attention and detail and precision in your organizing. So I'm sure you'll be able to do this as well. You have your same skill sets in place, so you needn't worry. All right, if somebody is not getting along with someone and they've had a fight, however, the need of the hour is that they need to get along. So what could you say to such a person? You could say, I know of you very well. You've always been able to embrace people around with an open heart. I'm sure you'll be able to look at his or her strengths and will be able to cope up and come out of the situation with the solution. All right, so the third important point to bring out the best in others is believing in their potential, that is reminding them of their strengths every now and then, especially when you feel it's important. Number four is link your talent to your challenge. Now, what do I mean by this? So whenever we are entangled in a certain situation or a challenge or a problem in life, right, we do feel bogged down with it. So what we need to do is, whatever is my challenge and whatever is my talent. So for example, if my talent is singing, or I like dancing, or I like writing poems, or I like art and craft, so whatever is it, you need to patch these two. How do you do that? For example, I'll give you my example. When I learned this uh, strategy, so I had a person around whom I used to feel a little nervous and my heart would go beat high, so I was told, whichever, if you like singing, so whichever is your favorite song, is there anything about the situation that you can put into this song? So my favorite song at that point in time was "Ae Mere Humsafar." So what I did was I clubbed these two, and what I came out of it was, the song was "Ae Mere Humsafar." So I sang it like this: "Ae Mere Heart Re, Ae Mere Heart Beat, सब कुछ तो नॉर्मल है, फिर क्यों तू फास्ट रे." So the idea is that the situation must get a little light and not so serious, because we all know whatever we're facing now is just going to be in thin air after some time. So make those people around you realize that it is just temporary. So if it could be a little comical, or put it into your talent and let it ease off. So these are the 4 strategies that I wanted to share with you to bring out the best in others: actively listening, genuinely appreciating, believing in their potential, reminding them of their strengths, and link the talent to the challenge. Thank you so much, everyone.